Here's Dave. When we held our mastiff for the first time, we thought he was a big but calm giant. It was as if the world slowed down a little, and we felt a warmth inside us that we couldn't describe. Despite his huge body, his eyes had the innocence of a sweet baby. But we soon realized that this friend is no ordinary dog. This was a truly gigantic character. It took him 6 months to grow from a puppy to almost half my size, and finally, he became a big dog. During this time, my parents didn't want him at all, but they got used to him. It was like they had a new son, so much so that as soon as my mom went to the kitchen, he would immediately follow her to the cupboard. Then he would ask her for something to eat. I think this 6-month-old little rascal loves to eat from my mom's hand. Yes, he has a huge mass, but he is still a little boy. You should watch him when it snows. He has such joy that it means the world. Seeing him like that colors our day, even on the darkest day. Soon we adopted a brother for Dave. I wonder what his reaction would be when he saw him for the first time. Were 2 mastiff dogs too many in one house? We adopted Bruno, and when Dave saw him for the first time, he looked at him admiringly as if he had known him for a long time. I think he was bored of being alone. You could tell he was excited to think about what he would do with a sibling. After they got used to each other, they became inseparable, as if they were real brothers. They ate together, they went out together, they were jealous of my dad and tried to sleep on his lap. When one couldn't find the other one, he even rummaged through the toy basket just to find him. Oh my God, I love seeing them like that so much. They are both sweet and harmonious and sometimes jealous. Dave is a little more active than Bruno. We dance with him all the time. Suddenly music starts playing and we have fun in the middle of the hall. When the weather gets hot, both Dave and Bruno sweat a lot. That's why they jump in the pool almost every day. Despite their size, they can swim like professional swimmers. When they feel refreshed, they get out and splash around. Meanwhile, my father, who was sitting on the veranda reading the newspaper, would be soaked to the skin. They liked to hear my father complain, so they would wet him every time. We as a family love them and their behavior. Do you like mastiff dogs too? If you had a mastiff dog, what would you name it? They loved my father as much as they annoyed him. So much so that my father would pretend that they were protecting me. They would immediately believe him and run to save me, just like Prince Charming. I would give them a small reward when they saved me. They both love to eat from my hand. I personally give them their bone-shaped treats, and they eat them crunchily, savoring the taste. Do you also have a pet? Do you feed them by hand yourself? They were so used to us that when my husband would come home from work in the evening, they would realize he was on the doorstep and run to the door. It is really so wonderful to have a place in someone's heart. Sometimes I envy my husband. Dave and Bruno sleep next to him, and there is no room for me on the bed. I think mastiffs have a big heart. When we're having a bad day, when we're feeling down, they come to us quietly, put their head on our knee, close their eyes, as if to say, I understand you. It's in those moments that we remember again why everything is so meaningful, because they are not just a dog. He is our friend, our therapist, sometimes our child, sometimes our teacher. They showed us patience, sharing, love. Everything is more colorful, more joyful with them in our lives. Yes, the couches are full of hair. Yes, we wake up a little wet in the morning, but we can't count how many mornings we have cried our eyes out laughing. If you want to meet this kind of love, maybe one day you will adopt 2 brother and sister mastiffs just like us. But first, be prepared to sacrifice a sock. And of course, subscribe if you like this kind of stories. Because every day there is a new comedy in our house. You know what happened yesterday? He opened the dishwasher and sat in it. Yes, we'll tell you about that too. But that's a story for another day.